What are the 7 steps of writing a research paper? Welcome back. You're just in time for something awesome. Today we learn about what are the 7 steps of writing a research paper. And before dive in, if you need good help into more understanding about it, a genius writer, a brainy tutor, or a data analyst, Intudo4U has them all. It's like having a research dream team on demand. So visit it right now. And if you are new here, then subscribe now for more amazing video just like that.
All right, let's talk about the thing that can make any student's blood run cold. The research paper. But here's the deal. It doesn't have to be this big, scary monster. We're going to break it all down, step by step, and make it totally manageable.
You know that feeling, right? Your professor hands you the assignment, you open up a new document, and you're just staring at that blinking cursor on a totally blank page. The panic starts to set in. Where do you even start? We've all been there, for sure. But I promise it doesn't have to be like that. So stick with me, because by the end of this, you're not just going to have a plan, you'll have a real roadmap. We're talking practical, no-nonsense strategies to turn that stress into a paper that you're actually genuinely proud to put your name on. Okay, so first things first. You can't build a house on a shaky foundation, right? Same thing with a research paper. If you try to rush through these initial steps, the whole thing can just fall apart later. So we're going to spend some real time here because, honestly, getting this part right makes everything that follows so much easier. So here are the first 4 big steps. 1. Just read the assignment. Seriously, know the page count, the format, the due date. 2. Pick a topic you actually care about, something that won't put you to sleep, but also make it specific. Don't try to solve world hunger in 10 pages. 3. Do a little preliminary digging, just a quick search to see if there's enough material out there to work with. And 4. Write what we call a working thesis. And that word working is key. It means it's not set in stone. It's supposed to change and get better as you do more research.
If you find any stressed about its understanding, just explore Intudo4U for personalized guidance and support on your journey. Our expert guides are here to help you every step of the way. Just visit and start your path to success.
Okay, so what even is a thesis statement? Think of it like this. It's your topic, plus the specific arguable point you're trying to make about it. It's not just, this paper is about climate change. It's, climate change is primarily driven by X, which requires Y solution. See the difference? That single sentence is your North Star. Everything, and I mean everything you write in that paper has to point back to and support that one central idea. All right, so you've got your working thesis. It's passed the so what test. Now it's time to be an architect. We're going to build the structure of your argument brick by brick to make it strong and persuasive. There's actually a really cool professional strategy for this called the CARS model. It's all about creating a research space. First, you establish a territory. That just means you show you know what other experts are already saying. Then you establish a niche. You find a hole, a gap, something that hasn't been fully explored. And finally, you occupy the niche by showing how your paper is going to fill that gap. It's how you go from just summarizing stuff to actually contributing something new. Okay, let's talk about the actual building blocks of your paper, the paragraphs. Every single one needs a solid structure. Start with a clear topic sentence. That's the mini thesis for that paragraph. Then bring in your evidence, your data, your examples, your sources. But, and this is super important, don't just dump the evidence and run. You have to explain how that evidence proves your point. Connect the dots for your reader. And then wrap it up with a nice, smooth transition to the next idea. Okay, you ready to level up? Now we're getting into the pro tips. These are the little things, the common mistakes that so many people make that can take your paper from just good to great. Getting these details right is what tells your professor, hey, I know what I'm doing. Now, this one might actually surprise you. In a lot of academic fields, especially the sciences, they don't really like direct quotes. I know, right? The thinking is they want to see your understanding of the material, not just that you can copy and paste someone else's words. So the pro move is to paraphrase and summarize. Put the ideas into your own words. It shows you've actually processed the information. Verb tense. This one gets everybody. But there's a pretty simple rule, especially for scientific papers. Use the past tense when you're talking about what you did. We found this. The studies showed that. It already happened. But use the present tense for things that are generally accepted as true facts. The Earth is round, or protein synthesis is dependent on simple, right? And that leads to another huge point, objectivity. A research paper is not your diary. Your feelings don't belong here. So you'd never say, we felt that the results were bad, no way. Instead, you say, the percentage of cells decreased by 50%, suggesting the fixative was ineffective. You say, okay, you did it. You have a full draft. You're exhausted. You never want to look at it again. I get it. But you can't stop now. This final step, the polish, is not just about fixing typos. This is where the magic happens. This is where you take something good and you make it truly great. And let's get one thing straight. Revision is not the same as proofreading. Proofreading is the final, last-minute check for typos and grammar mistakes. Revision is so much bigger.
It's about re-seeing your paper. You have to step back, look at the whole thing, and ask the tough questions. Does this argument actually make sense? Are my ideas in the right order? Does this paragraph even belong here? It means being ready to move stuff around, rewrite entire sections, or even, yes, hit the delete key.
Want a killer revision hack? Try this. Get 3 different colored highlighters. Now, go through your paper. Use one color for your main thesis and all your topic sentences. Use the second color for all your evidence, the quotes, the data. And use the third color for your own analysis, where you explain what it all means. Then, just step back and look at the pages. You'll instantly see the structure of your paper. Is there a giant yellow block of quotes with no green analysis? Boom, you know exactly what to fix.
Thanks for watching.